Dear students, in class 9th, the science is divided into three parts, that is physics, chemistry and biology. If we talk about chemistry, we are having 4 chapters. As per the examination pattern, we will take one chapter in each exam. That is, the first chapter we will be studying for the first unit test, the first 2 chapters in the terminal exam. The third chapter will be taken in the second unit test, and all the 4 chapters will be studied in the final exam. Today we shall start with our first chapter in chemistry, that is matter in our surroundings. As we all know, generally we are aware of the 3 states of matter. But before studying the states of matter, let us understand what is meant by matter. Matter means anything that has mass and occupies space and that can be felt by our any of the 5 senses is called matter. It can be as small as a particle of a salt or sugar, or as big as an aeroplane or a lake, or the gas, any of the gas we can take. So matter exists in 3 different states as per our knowledge, that is solid, liquid and gas. But there are 2 more states also of the matter, that is plasma and the Bose-Einstein state. When we heat a solid substance, it starts converting into liquid. When we heat a liquid substance, it starts converting into gaseous state. When we go on heating the gaseous state, we go on heating at a particular temperature and a point. The electrons and protons present in the atom comes out and all of them float together, and this ionized gas is known as plasma. The very good example for understanding the plasma state is of the neon sign, which we even now and then see on the roads and at different places. Same way, if we cool down a gas, it will convert into liquid. If we cool down a liquid, it will convert into solid. But if we go on cooling the solid, go on cooling at one particular temperature, it will convert into a state which is called Bose-Einstein state. This state was given by our famous Indian scientist J.C. Bose, and its explanation was given by famous scientist Albert Einstein. That is why it is combinedly known as Bose-Einstein state. Now if we see the properties of all these 4 states, that is solid, liquid, gas and plasma, the 5th state, Bose-Einstein state, is quite complicated, and that you will learn in higher classes. At present we will study about these 4 states. If we see about the properties of the particles of the states, first of all, solid state, the molecules, or we can say the particles, are arranged in a regular repeating patterns. They are held together firmly means very tightly in a place, but they can vibrate within a limited area. So they have fixed shape and fixed volume, and they are rigid also. Solid, we are talking about solid state. If we move to the liquid state, the molecules of the liquid state can flow easily around one another. They are kept from flying apart. They cannot fly away, but they can just flow, and the attractive forces between them are slightly weaker than the solid. They do not have any fixed shape. We know that when we pour a liquid in any container, they take the shape of the container, but they have a fixed volume, they have a fixed mass also. So in this way, the properties of liquid are quite different from that of solid. If we move to the gaseous state, the intermolecular space between the gaseous state, the particles are very far from each other. The molecules can move in all the directions with great speeds, and they are so far apart that the attractive forces between them are very less. liquid and gaseous states are combinedly known as fluids because they can flow. Now, if we talk about the plasma state is obtained at very high temperature of the stars, and atoms lose their electrons, as I have told earlier. The mixture of electrons and the nuclei is the plural word of nucleus. So the mixture of the electrons and the nuclei results in the plasma state of matter. Now let us see how we can interchange the different states of matter. At present we will study about the three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. If we see that when we convert a solid into liquid, that process is called melting. When a liquid changes to gas, it is called vaporization. Same way, when liquid changes to solid, it is called freezing, and when the gas comes back to liquid, it is called condensation or liquefaction. Not liquefaction, it is liquefaction. There is one more process in which solid directly gets converted to gas, and that process is called sublimation. And when the gas directly gets converted to solid, it is called deposition. Now if we want to understand the process of sublimation, we take the example of naphthalene balls. In order to remove the bad smell present in our wardrobes and other places, we put naphthalene balls, which is solid in state. But after few days we see that there is no naphthalene ball present. There is no liquid left behind. It means the solid naphthalene ball has directly converted into gaseous state. One more example is camphor. Nowadays in our homes we are using camphor, which is called kapoor. Camphor is solid in state, and when it gets energy, it directly gets converted to vapor state, the gaseous state, without passing through the liquid state. So these two are the best examples of sublimation. One more example is there that we will learn in the next topic, that is the solid carbon dioxide and dry ice. Now here in this screen you can see one new word, that is called latent heat. Latent heat means the amount of energy required to break the forces of attraction between the particles. The process of conversion of solid to liquid is also called fusion, and the process of conversion of liquid to gas is also called vaporization. So the amount of heat required to convert 1 kg of solid into a liquid substance is called latent heat of fusion. Same way, the amount of energy required to convert 1 kg of liquid into gaseous state is called latent heat of vaporization. Now let us see what is the effect of temperature and pressure on the conversion of states of matter. Here you can see in the diagram that when solid gets converted into liquid, in the process of melting, the temperature increases and the latent heat is absorbed. The heat is absorbed by the particles. But when liquid gets converted to solid, the temperature decreases and the latent heat evolves. So temperature and latent heat are inversely proportional. Same way, when the liquid gets converted to gas, the temperature increases and the latent heat is absorbed. But when the gas gets converted to liquid, the latent heat is evolved and the pressure also increases and temperature is decreased. So while converting the gas to liquid, pressure also plays an important role. Same way, when the solid gets converted to gas, the temperature has to be increased and the latent heat has to be absorbed, and vice versa for the gas to solid. If we talk about the energy of the particles, in solid state the energy of the particles is the lowest, while in the liquid state the energy of the particles is in the intermediate, means in between the solid and the gas, while in the gaseous state the energy of the particle is highest.